Tyson does not throw wild punches.
Big left hook. And there is Sam down. The count is 5.
Today we will talk about Mike Tyson, all knockouts of the legend. Mike Tyson is one of the most feared and destructive fighters in boxing history. His ferocious power, incredible speed, and ruthless aggression made him the most dominant heavyweight of his era. At his peak, Tyson was an unstoppable force, dismantling his opponents with devastating knockouts. He ended his career with an impressive 50-6 record, with 44 of his victories coming by knockout, many of them in the first round. Here's a look at all of Mike Tyson's knockouts, from his early days as a young phenom to his reign as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. The early knockouts: a teenage phenom, 1985 to 1986. Mike Tyson began his professional boxing career on March 6, 1985, at just 18 years old. In his debut fight, he faced Hector Mercedes and ended the match in the first round with a crushing display of power. From that moment, it became clear that a new force had entered the boxing world. Over the next year, Tyson fought an astonishing 15 times, winning every bout by knockout, with 11 of those victories coming in the first round. His raw, explosive punching power left his opponents crumbling under the intensity of his attacks. As he progressed through the heavyweight ranks, his knockouts became more vicious. Fighters like Ricardo Spain, John Alderson, and Michael Johnson fell victim to his relentless assault. In one of his most devastating early fights, Tyson knocked out Johnson in just 39 seconds with a right-hand blow that sent him crashing onto the canvas, unable to continue. The boxing world had never seen such an overwhelming young fighter, and it was only a matter of time before Tyson would challenge for the heavyweight championship. The road to the heavyweight title. Tyson becomes the youngest champion, 1986 to 1987. By late 1986, Tyson had built an undefeated record of 27 wins, with 25 knockouts. On November 22, 1986, he faced Trevor Berbick for the WBC heavyweight title. Berbick, a seasoned fighter, was expected to provide a tough challenge, but Tyson demolished him in the second round. A vicious left hook sent Berbick staggering across the ring before he collapsed twice, unable to continue. At just 20 years old, Tyson became the youngest heavyweight champion in boxing history. Following his historic victory, Tyson wasted no time in asserting his dominance. In 1987, he faced James "Bone Crusher" Smith for the WBA title and won by unanimous decision. While this was one of the rare fights that went the distance, Tyson showed his ability to control a bout from start to finish. Later that year, he fought Pinklon Thomas, stopping him in the 6th round with a brutal 6-punch combination that left Thomas dazed and defenseless. Tyson then moved on to face Tony Tucker for the IBF title, securing a unanimous decision victory to become the undisputed heavyweight champion. Tyson's most devastating knockouts: the peak years, 1987 to 1989. Now at the pinnacle of his career, Tyson unleashed some of the most memorable knockouts in boxing history. On October 16, 1987, he faced Tyrell Biggs, a former Olympic gold medalist known for his technical boxing skills. However, against Tyson, skills meant little. After methodically breaking Biggs down, Tyson delivered a crushing left hook in the 7th round that left Biggs in agony on the canvas. One of the most iconic moments in boxing occurred on January 22, 1988, when Tyson faced former champion Larry Holmes. Holmes, who had never been knocked out in his legendary career, suffered a brutal 4th-round knockout after Tyson landed a devastating right hand. Tyson then took on Tony Tubbs in Tokyo, ending the fight in the 2nd round with a flurry of punches. However, it was June 27, 1988, that showcased Tyson's most dominant knockout. Facing Michael Spinks, an undefeated heavyweight who many believed could trouble Tyson, the match was over before it even began. Within 91 seconds, Tyson landed a devastating body shot followed by a right-hand knockout punch that left Spinks motionless on the canvas. This fight cemented Tyson's reputation as the most terrifying heavyweight in boxing history. The shocking upset and Tyson's comeback knockouts, 1990 to 1996. Tyson's invincibility came to a shocking end on February 11, 1990, when he faced Buster Douglas in Tokyo. Overconfident and unprepared, Tyson was outboxed and eventually knocked out in the 10th round, suffering the first loss of his career. It was a stunning moment in sports history, but Tyson was determined to return. After a few months away, he stepped back into the ring and immediately delivered a series of brutal knockouts. On June 16, 1990, he faced Henry Tillman and ended the fight in the first round with a crushing right hand. Later that year, he dismantled Alex Stewart in just 2 minutes and 27 seconds, once again proving his raw power. However, Tyson's career was derailed in 1992 when he was convicted and sentenced to 3 years in prison. Upon his release in 1995, many questioned whether he could still dominate the heavyweight division. Tyson answered with 2 emphatic knockouts. First, he faced Peter McNeely on August 19, 1995, and demolished him in 89 seconds. Then, in 1996, he fought Frank Bruno for the WBC title, stopping him in the 3rd round to reclaim his championship status. The later years, Tyson's last knockouts, 1997 to 2003. Tyson's most infamous moment came on June 28, 1997, in his rematch with Evander Holyfield. Frustrated by Holyfield's tactics, Tyson bit Holyfield's ear twice, leading to his disqualification. The incident overshadowed his career, but he continued to fight, seeking redemption. In 1999, Tyson delivered a spectacular knockout against Francois Botha, landing a brutal right hand in the 5th round. The year 2000 saw him destroy Julius Francis, knocking him down 5 times before the fight was stopped. His June 24, 2000 match against Lou Savares lasted just 38 seconds, one of the fastest knockouts of his career. Tyson's final knockout victory came on February 22, 2003 against Clifford Etienne. In just 49 seconds, he landed a crushing right hand that ended the fight instantly. However, Tyson's career declined, and he suffered losses before retiring in 2005. Tyson's legacy. The Knockout King. Mike Tyson's knockouts are legendary, showcasing his speed, power, and relentless aggression. At his peak, he was the most feared man in boxing, obliterating opponents with single punches. His highlights remain some of the most watched moments in sports history, and his influence on boxing is undeniable. Even years after his retirement, his knockout record remains one of the most impressive ever seen in heavyweight boxing. Tyson was not just a champion. He was a force of nature, a human wrecking ball whose legacy will never fade. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Also subscribe to our channel before you go. Thanks for watching.